We're trapping up at 18, trapping we're back in the same, like cracking the same. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content. We got going on here at 10. Trap News Network. Some news you can use. Knowledge you thought you can't get nobody to college. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. If you ain't got into this content, make sure y'all get into this content. Make sure y'all get into that. You ain't got into that. Get into that. If you ain't got into that, man. Make sure y'all drop a comment, because the best comment between. No, we ain't there yet. We gotta get to the next page monetized. Then we go back to give away this good Chiliana. But we need 10 more people to subscribe. We need 300 more watch time hours, and then we'll be monetized, man. So we'll be back to give away this good Chiliana. Hit the description button. Become a part of the Rich Trapper Mafia. Follow the new page. If you ain't did that, do that. Hit the description button. Follow the new page. Get into that. If you ain't got into that. We got Black Sam sitting down with Big Boy talking about Nipsey Hussle's introduction into gang culture. Let's go.
Behind Hustle,
Did you feel like you had to put a circle around him too?
Yeah, 100%. He had a tight crew, and then so I wanted to make sure that I came with and helped build the circle and just make sure that, yeah, we from this area, but it's crews within the area. And
right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas need to understand that our crew and Hustle crew is one of them crews. And you know what I'm saying? So that was the goal. And that was the people that you see today, that's all money in, that was the crew. That was the crew before anything that people understood and knew, like, all right, this is Hustle crew, and it's gonna be consequences behind.
And this is like, we make it or we don't. This isn't a group of people that somebody got on and you just start adding to it.
100%. This is the crew when them hood politics start coming, and when motherfuckers start being like, you on your own, this crew is not.
There's a way that I could do picture-in-picture, I slow pump, and I'm working on that, man. If y'all know any good tutorials or anything for StreamYard or any other thing where I could do picture-in-picture, please let me know, bro, because I've been doing a lot of research trying to figure that out, because I would like to get into that.
Not with that.
Right.
This crew is like there.
Did you feel like you had to go a little harder in because you had to make sure that nobody did fuck with y'all? Like it had to turn you into a little bit more of, like, man, you can't fuck with this.
I think Hustle led by example, and Hustle was known for that. And both the Fats and Kabi and everybody that Stone, Hustle main crew, Hoggy, that's what the crew was known for off the top. So I think, to answer your question, yes. If that's just anybody in any crew.
Right.
So either you're gonna be respected or you're not gonna be respected. Yeah. So, we was on Crenshaw and Slauson.
Yeah, man.
We had the shops.
And that's huge because Black Sam is setting the flag down. Like, hey, man, in the middle of chaos, in the middle of turmoil, in the middle of the flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny, we right here doing what we gotta do, big dog. So that was a huge moment to plant a flag in that area says a lot about those men, and for that flag to be respected, even if they had to fight for it to be respected, it says even more.
We lost them. We had spots all up and down Slauson, weed spots. We had a lot going on, and yes.
Hey, if you from that area and you never went to the one stop, that's all I'm gonna say. If you from that area and you ain't from Millie, what's the dilly? You ain't never went to the one stop? Back when you can get a Tang top. If you know, you know. A T-A-G top, a Tang top. Don't worry about it. If you know, you know. Don't worry about it, though.
It had to be known, and it was known. Like, we ain't them. We not the guys that, the older dudes is coming through trying to extort. It's not happening.
Right.
We not the guys that's going for anything, Too many times that I can't even speak about. Somebody came, said one disrespectful thing, Hustle take the chain off, take his chains off, and squabble him.
Yeah, man.
So people knew, don't say nothing to Hustle, and that's if Hustle was. But I can't even speak about. Somebody came, said one disrespectful thing, Hustle take the chain off, take his chains off, and squabble him.
So y'all be saying I'm tripping. Oh, Rich Trapper always want a Wooty Bam and blah, blah, blah. Nah, bro, that's the temperature of where I come from, bro. I'm a certain type of individual with respect, but I come from chaos and I come from flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. So yeah, I come in peace, but I get that y'all niggas might want to leave me in pieces. So like Sam said in reference to Nip, any piece of disrespect, man, take the chains off. Let's get down, bro, because Let's not let anybody talk themselves into a woo-wop. Let's not let anybody talk themselves into a situation. Let's not anybody talk themselves or hype themselves up. Let's go ahead and just get that out the way, bro. It's going to be a crash anyway. We come from chaos. We come from hard conditions. We come from unfair treatment and all that kind of stuff. Why not just get to it? You feel me? If it's going to be that anyway.
Yeah, man.
So people knew, don't say nothing to Hustle. And that's when...
And that's the only way you could get that. You got to just get down for your grits and gravy like cartoon and say, man. That's it. Shout out Leon Knight. I see you, bro.
That's if Hustle was around all his crew or was solo.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
So,
intense on everything. Intense on the music, intense on the hustle, intense on the street, intense. Yeah. So
100%. That was Hustle.
Yeah, man.
That was Hustle, man. That's why he was respected. That's why the young kids in the neighborhood love bro. You know, they seen him pull up solo, you know, in the bulletproof.
And they gonna hate you for your heart, but if you ain't got no heart, what you got, bro? Because you got to be able to stand alone. They not gonna stand with you until they feel like you got something. So you got to be able to stand alone.
Hop out all the jewelry, you know, on Victoria, on Bryanhurst, and you know, certain people say the wrong thing. Hustle in the middle of the street, squabbing. You know, mandatory respect, and at the same time, leading by example and providing inspiration. You know, people seeing Hustle do it. They know Hustle was there with them. They know Hustle sold dope with them, and they see Hustle. And then when he talk, they listen, and he giving you.
That's game of blueprint right there. If you're not touching the people, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, like I didn't get a lot of my game from watching it. God bless, man. I ain't gonna lie, like I didn't get a lot of my Wooty Bam from following the blueprint. You gotta touch the people. You can't be afraid of the community that you from if you're gonna speak for your community, if you're gonna speak to your community. You can't be a part of your community if you don't interact with your community. Facts.
Game. He like, look, this is what you need to do. You know, so many people from the neighborhood was inspired first, you know, hands-on, and also from other neighborhoods, you know, from so-called neighborhoods that was enemies. You know, they to this day, man, people be, you know, seeing me, or even they would see bro and just be like, man, you know, I'm from Wooty Woo, but man, like we got our shop and we started our record label, and you know, so I think in LA and gang culture, Hustle just inspired everybody, and led by
Nip was literally a martyr for this shit, man.
Example, and that's why, you know, the whole city saluted what he was doing.
Sam, talk to me about like the days of when y'all did start the t-shirts and the things, and you know, opening up stores, always being entrepreneurs as well. You know, it's probably thinking about things we weren't even thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Like opening up stores. Like when did that start for you guys? When y'all started thinking, like, man, we wear t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to sell them.
I think we was trying to get money, and you know, it was a lot going on, multiple arrests for myself, and I think me and Fats, man, we was selling t-shirts, and then we had the weed on the low. But the main reason for us being in the parking lot was like we're selling shirts, we're selling t-shirts, boxers. So it kind of started off kind of as a front, honestly.
Right.
And then we would have the movies, we would have the weed, but when the police pull up, we like, man, it's t-shirts. And we start seeing the demand.
Were y'all on the streets or y'all had brick and mortar at that time?
No, we was on the streets at this time.
Gotcha.
And we was in front of Louisiana Fried Chicken.
You know it well.
Check cashing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the homies used to stay there and sell dope at the check cashing. When everybody get their cashes, they check
First
cashing.
person you see.
Rest in peace, Fats. Rest in peace, Nip.
And so now we there too. And so, you know, we would get people cashing checks. They would come spend with us. T-shirts, the homies would buy shirts, and we start noticing that we short stopping the swap meet. Slauson swap meet.
Yeah.
We short stopping them now. Everybody coming buying their t-shirts from us. And it started turning into something. And we start selling out every day.
And y'all just had tables out there?
Yep, had a table, trunk, and then we'd go from the trunk back and forth and turn that spot into a money spot also. And then police start coming and start seizing our stuff.
Is this after your DVDs?
Yeah, this after that. So,
Got you
know.
Sam made $250,000 selling DVDs, and they built an empire off selling t-shirts out the fucking trunk. Bro.
Couldn't go to that spot no more because it was done. And so now I'm like, we need to find another spot. We got blessed and found this spot.
This don't show you that anybody can do anything, nothing else will. If this don't show you that anybody can do anything, nothing else will.
Turned into something again. And obviously, same program. We there every day. I'm going, you know, Hustle, making his rounds, pulling up on us, chilling with us for a minute, going back, doing what he needed to do. He had spots, other spots everywhere. He was doing his music.
Rest in peace, Sandman, for sure.
And Fats, I used to pull up, knock on Fats' door. Hey, bro, come on, get him at 6 in the morning, and we'll just be there, bleeding it till like 12 midnight, 7 days a week. And you know, we would have never stopped. Police came, kept coming. Finally, they came and they start seizing our clothes, taking everything. And I'm talking about back to back, we'll go spend $1,500 on just a gang of shirts. They'll come take it the next day, take the next day. So we just getting defeated. Like, damn, we can't keep spending this shit. And they taking it, talking about they giving us a ticket. And I think it was in a documentary, man. But I remember the one police officer. You know, we like, bro, it's a black officer. He like, man, why you keep taking our shit, man? We selling shirts. He like, man, shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas want to sell T-shirts, you know, go rent a building and pay lease like the rest of the tax-paying citizens. So I'm like, man, fuck you, man. So he ended up leaving. And so we sit on the curb, I'm mad, feeling defeated, and I just look up. And I'm looking across the street at the plaza, 3420, and I see a big-ass for lease sign. And so I was like, oh, that's God. You know what I'm saying? That's God. I called the number, and we ended up getting that lease. And that was the first brick and mortar store we had called Sloss and Tees. And
literally sitting there and looked over, and there it was.
Yep. And I was like, oh, that's a sign. So we got it, and
Hey, Illa fine. Illa fine. We're not finna act like Illa not fine. But tan khaki pants is fine too, though. You feel me? At that point, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, tan khaki pants is the most beautiful woman walking this earth. You feel me? But we're not finna act like Illa not fine. I'm gonna just leave that right there.
And literally sitting there and looked over, and there it was.
Yep. And I was like, oh, that's a sign. So we got it, and same thing. We up early. We got the tables. We started off with one table in there with like a box of socks, because we spent everything trying to get the place. And then things start rolling again, and now we making money back, hands over fist. You know, the journey, it was always ups and downs. We up for a minute and then we down. We up for a minute, we down. But the key was just stay at it. And Sloss and Tees turned into something just like crazy. We across the street, we had the homies across the street with the tables at the check cashing. We had them pointing, sending everybody traffic to us. And it was just ping pong. We running across the street, and you know, we had the movies, we had the weed, we had everything booming. People coming from every different neighborhood. All they girls coming to Crenshaw and Slauson, pulling in the lot. Sloss and Tees turned into something that was just like big, and it was bigger. And then Nip is doing music, and you know, anytime Nip would pull up, it's like Michael Jackson pulled up in the hood.
Gotcha.
Nip pull up, everybody pulling up. And this is before any deal, anything. We'll be like, bro, you gotta stop pulling up and hanging out in the front, man. You know, you got 100 Crips in the front. Customers driving by scared to pull up. This is at that time.
So when you see that you guys are brick and mortar, things start going, that had to give you that bug of like, man, this is something that we can continue to do.
Yeah.
What did you learn early on when you go brick and mortar?
You know, we was no rules at that point.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, we was hungry, we was thirsty, we was doing everything. We had fake Louis bags, we had fake Lacoste shirts, we had the fake Nikes. Remember when the Jordans, everybody had, we had everything in there, and you know, we was thinking it was never gonna end. We was like, oh, this is crazy. We the store ended up making damn near like $4,000-5,000 a day, just because we had the Jordans, we had it was just, you know, and then we get hit. You know, we get hit hard too at this point. Detectives.
Oh shit.
Motion Picture Association come back on me right there.
Damn, they still on that nigga for them movies.
7 Precinct. So they hit the shop. You know, it was multiple, you know.
You just saw different jackets.
Yeah.
Just reading it like, oh.
Yeah, I got stuck. That's what stuck me. That when they raided that got me stuck. I ended up I was already out on joint suspension, had like 5 or 6 felony arrests that I was fighting, and then this one they came in, probation department came with them. They raided like it was 40 different police officers, and they got me. And so I ended up going, and I didn't get out. I was in for like 22 months. And when I get out, the shop is gone. We lost the shop.
So it's almost 2 years later.
2 years later. But HUSSLE got signed, and HUSSLE is in New York, and HUSSLE is in the magazines, and so my whole time in, I'm getting, you know, I'm feeling like, all right, I'm not even tripping. It's meant to be. I was out for as much as I was needed to try to help as much as I could, and then now bro got it from here. And transition has happened.
That's beautiful that Sam always understood his role and where he was placed at with his brother. He never tried to outshine. He never tried to whatever. He was happy to be his brother's right hand. That was just a beautiful thing, man.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know,
And you were getting word that Nip was moving?
Yeah, he's sending me, you know, I'm on the phone with them every day. I'm hearing about it. He's sending me magazine articles. You know, I'm listening to the radio. You know, I see the music video, the first music video, Hustle in the House. So definitely, man, I'm in there just like, you know, pumped and happy. Like, this little time ain't shit.
Do you know you're coming home to it, or did you think it moved past you?
I know I'm coming home to it.
Yeah.
I'm coming home to it, you know, and I wasn't doing a lot of time.
Can you imagine how different everything would be in this internet space and this music space and everything if Hustle was here, man? Like, niggas, I ain't gonna say no names, but certain niggas wouldn't even exist in this space right now.
So, you know, I think Hustle was, his key was like, you gonna come home to something legit. So, you know, that was a blessing, and that's what I came home to. I came home to something legit that was like out of control. This is the time when Bullets Ain't Got No Names Volume 2 was out. So Nip was the hottest thing in the streets. Nip, New York buzz was going crazy, and you know, head on. My goal was, you know, obviously I can't be, you know, there with a handout or trying to like you know, take. So my goal was like, how do I, you know, do what I'm known to do, and just try to add value to whatever is going on. So that was the mind state, and my goal was I need to get the shop back. And you know, we went through a couple of hurdles trying to get the shop back.
The same shop.
The same shop. You know, couple different little hurdles, but we ended up getting the shop next to it, bigger, and we turned that into Slauson Ave clothing. And from there, you know, Nip, the Hustle in the House video, the Crenshaw crew neck. Everybody was hitting the MySpace and hitting the articles. The social medias. And Adam and Nip was, I think Adam actually was like, man, everybody keep asking for this Crenshaw crew neck. So I'm like, huh? I'm like, hold on, what you talking about? He like, yeah, the sweater Nip had on in the Hustle in the House video.
Blue and gold, the blue and gold.
Everybody on here, that's what they, man, where can I buy one, where can I buy one? So I'm like, all right, that's it right there. That's all I need to hear. That's God. Once again, like, okay. So me and Fats, we like, we about to make these. So we went.
That blue and gold Crenshaw crew neck went platinum in South Central.
We reproduced the custom Crenshaw crew neck and the hoodies, and we back across the street at the table. You know, and from there we were able to get the unit and turn that into Slauson Ave. You know what I mean? And then it's the same thing, ping pong, and that shit turned into something bigger than the first one. And but the only difference is now, instead of selling fake shit, we selling our own shit. And you know, we creating a brand, and Hustle, you know, is putting it on his back. Every video, people come through, he's branding it, he's getting people to come and support, and you know, he made that sweater even more iconic. And when you see a Crenshaw crew neck or a hoodie or a shirt, you think of Hustle.
Yeah, man.
And so, you know, from there, Hustle goal was like, we got to create a clothing brand. And, you know, what was birthed was the Marathon clothing. You know, after his mixtape, the Marathon Continues, the TMC. I was like, TMC, Marathon Continues, man. Hold on, Marathon clothing. So we all go high-fiving because we don't know what to call it.
All right, y'all. Chat, y'all just chill. We figure about it for the next one, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network, man. Some news you can use, some knowledge you can't get in college, man. Make sure y'all get into this continuous interview with Black Sam. We'll be giving it to y'all at TNN Trap News Network, man. Shout out to Big Boy, shout out to Black Sam. We're finna continue to give y'all this good content, though. Red dots to the left if you ain't did that. Hit that description button and become part of this Rich Rapper Mafia. Follow the new page. Free Avenue Angel, so he's free, though. We go.